K218b has been a real turning point because it really opens up the field to looking for life in these slightly big planets.
After the astonishing breakthrough of K218b, Kepler goes on to make many more discoveries.
So Kepler was a really simple mission. It's just this minivan-sized spacecraft that stared at this field of stars. But that one mission discovered so many alien worlds.
Worlds that astound astronomers and dramatically expand our understanding of the universe.
As we look out into the galaxy, we can start to answer the question of what properties do planets and planetary systems need in order to support the evolution and continued existence of life.
But nothing lasts forever. In October 2018, Kepler finally runs out of fuel.
It was sad to see an old friend leave when they sent the command to shut everything down. It's asleep now. It's in orbit around the sun and will continue that orbit.
To date, Kepler has given us over 2,500 planets. And we're still analyzing the Kepler data, so there could be many more to come.
A galactic census showing us just how common planets like K218b might be.
We know there's about, on average, 2 or more planets per star. Maybe 10% of those are small planets, 10% of those in the habitable zone. So that means there's about 20 billion planets about the size of the Earth in the habitable zone of their star.
We don't know about it, and we might never know about it, but it is absolutely possible that of the panoply of planets, of alien worlds that Kepler has observed, there's actually been some planets that host alien life.
Maybe they have their own forests and lakes filled with fish and skies filled with birds. It's so incredible to think about the endless possibilities that are out there for life to take.
These tantalizing glimpses of worlds give us a foundation to build upon for the next, even more ambitious mission.
1, 0. Liftoff. The SpaceX Falcon 9 carrying test, a planet-hunt spacecraft that will search for new worlds beyond our solar system.
Kepler taught us about statistics of how common planets are. But the planets found by Kepler were often orbiting stars that were too distant and too faint for further study. With TESS, we're looking at all of the nearby stars.
The vehicle has passed maximum aerodynamic pressure. Because they are close and the stars appear bright to us, we can go and learn whether they have atmospheres, what the atmospheres are made of, whether they have moons and rings, all the stuff that is far too difficult to study for the Kepler stars themselves.
There were hundreds of people involved in making the TESS mission a success, and now the world is analyzing the data.
TESS is finding the planets that will make a legacy catalog that will be used for generations to come.
Among this vast array of worlds, what kind of life are we hoping to find?
When we say we're looking for life, we usually don't say exactly what we mean by that. And in fact, it turns out defining life in a way that satisfies everybody hasn't been done yet.
We have to distinguish between simple life and more complex, advanced life like ourselves. And there's quite a difference there between the two.
We are the product of a story that has been playing out for over a quarter of the age of the universe itself. From microbes to a global technological civilization. With our telescopes, we stand on the cusp of finding signs of at least simple life forms on other planets. But we have also been calling out sending out transmissions into the galaxy in the hope of connecting with another intelligent species.
For millennia, we've looked out at the skies, and it's only in the last century, really the blink of an eye for humanity, that we've actually been able to send messages and probes beyond the Earth. And as of yet, we're still waiting for a response. What we're hearing is just silence.
But with millions of potentially habitable worlds in the Milky Way, why is no one calling to us? In 2020, scientists make an unsettling find. A planet almost the size of Earth, floating freely through the galaxy, all alone.
Did it form there by itself, or has it been thrown out of another planetary system?
A planet that shows us that the galaxy is more chaotic and perhaps more hostile than we thought.
As we look out through the galaxy, there are many cases where planets would experience much more violent histories, and life might not be able to survive more than 1 billion years.
The rogue planet may be a refugee, telling us about systems far more chaotic than our own. Because not all stars exist alone. Some have company, orbiting one another in a careful dance.
So when we look up at the night sky and we see single points of light, which we assume are
flinging it outwards. And releasing it from the grip of its parent stars. Setting it loose. A rogue planet wandering the galaxy.
The planet will slowly start to cool down until it is just a rock with no source of heat, traveling alone through the universe.
Far from the warm embrace of its parent stars. Any liquid water the rogue world might have once had freezes solid.
you would have the night sky all the time if you were on one of these planets, with no hope of a sun ever rising.
Any atmosphere that once protected it freezes. Leaving the surface exposed to cosmic radiation. Conditions which no living thing could endure.
It effectively becomes something of a dead planet. Almost a fossil of itself, flying through space.
Alone and adrift